Hello everybody, this is Dr. Novak, and I decided to do something different with this video that they often do, like in audio magazines and stuff like that, give you the product of the year. Well, I decided to do that. Products that I found that were good, and a product that I decided was going to be product of the year, where I thought it was the best for your money and the least amount of flaws or defects or anything else into the product for the year 2022. I'm also, if you're interested, going to give you the worst product of the year that I have bought and used. I'm going to give you the most disappointing product I bought for the price. And so let's get into this in this video. The first runners up for that I thought should be acknowledged as a very nice product, but it's just the runners up, is the OASE CrystalSkim 350 Skimmer. The OASE are OASE, if you're in German, want to say it that way. I found this skimmer to be better than the Eheim. It had one flaw, that if you connect up the AC cord to the plastic hook that they built into it, you can't remove the skimmer from the plastic mounting bracket. Other than that, it has worked pretty flawlessly for me. It does what it's supposed to do, and I just like it a lot better than the Eheim. So this is a real nice runners up. The next runners up that came close but no cigar was the FZONE Astra-Stream stainless steel high output large volume 15 liter for freshwater aquarium use filter. Now this new FZONE is far better than the old one because of the flaws I found in the pump. Very nice. In fact, the only flaw I can find in this really is they should have deburred a few things, but for the price, no. But there were two flaws I found in it, unfortunately. One was the motor. For a 15-liter canister, it should have had a stronger motor on it. And I really mean that. 15 liters is a big canister filter. And I think it should have had a stronger motor, more powerful motor than what it has. This is a very good-sized canister filter, and the people who are going to use it will use it on large aquariums along with smaller aquariums. It does have a DC pump that could be regulated for speed 1 through 20. So I think a larger motor would have been more suited for such a large canister filter, one that could put a higher output out. The second thing I found, it didn't have an intake and exit tubing that came with the product. So even if they would have kept the motor and at least give you an intake and exit tubing, that would have finished off the product. And this was a high contender. It would have made product of the year to me because this stainless steel filter, buy it once and that's about it. It should last you for life. At least it's a reasonable price and gives a hobbyist a choice between this and an ADA that will cost, 3, 4, 5 times more than a filter like this. Definitely very nice filter, but only made the list for products that I thought were good contenders. The third product that I found that fell into this category of runners-up was, believe it or not, an old-time favorite of a lot of people, Tetra Whisper Easy Air Pumps. I've used a lot of air pumps, different manufacturers, and some of them over time start making more noise. I didn't like that, but you throw one of these Tetras on, they're quiet, you don't hear them, and they work. Very dependable air pump, been around a long time. If you're looking for an air pump that's quiet, literally quiet, and you're looking for something maybe for your plenum, you can buy the smallest air pump that Tetra makes to use for your plenum. You don't need to buy the big one, and it is very quiet, and you probably will never hear it running. Unlike some of the other pumps I use, they seem to get noisier as they got older, and I had to disconnect them because I didn't like the noise. That's just the nature of the beast of them. But I would say this made a very good contender. Of course, there's nothing to go wrong. Plug it in, hook your air hose up to it. They even give you a check valve. That's it. Forget about it. The next contender up is Best Homemade Project goes to, and I would have to say the Ultra Bright, and I would also have to say the REPTI Zoo, excuse me, Reptile Light Fixture 2-pack. Comes in a 2-pack here. For the price point and what this does, if you're looking for aquarium lighting and you like drop lights, can lights, any of these, this was a wonderful project that really surprised me on the brightness of this bulb and the fixtures that I got. And don't forget, everything that I'm talking about, they'll be listed below on where you can get it in case you want to buy any of the products I'm talking about. But this was the best project, I think, and it really outshined some of the bought-in lights that I had bought for its price point. And I hate to say it, I really hate to say this, but even when I bought the Kessel light and the Astra light, for the price this is, all you have to buy is a gooseneck arm, and you buy these two items. Or you could buy an arm, a reptile arm, and they hook onto the back of your aquarium, and you can use that. For a homemade project, very simple. Anyone can do it. It takes you just a matter of minutes to get it set up. This is it. This is the #1 homemade project of the year 2022 that I did, that I think everybody who's looking for cheap, inexpensive lights, this is the way to go about it. Because if the light does burn out, you just buy another light bulb. Screw that one out, put a new one in. How much simpler can you get? That's pretty simple. Okay, next is the worst product of the year that I bought. I would highly recommend you stay away from it, like if it's the bubonic plague or COVID-19. The worst product. I did a review on this product. I thought it was very well-made product, which it is, but it isn't well-made. And this is a product that I would not recommend you buy. Lumens, I think it's the company, Aquarium LED light. This is the Astra 120 full spectrum 80 watt fish tank light. It's got a remote control timer and a gooseneck that comes with it. The gooseneck is great. It works fine. The lights themselves, I bought 5 of them in the year 2022. 3 of the 5 are dead. That is not a good batting average. So, okay, they're dead, they're no good. Call up the manufacturer, try to call them, try to write them. You can't call them. Try to write them, everything. No response, 0 response. So this is a product I would highly say no to. Do not buy it, avoid it. It is a Chinese company that's just on Amazon to rip people off. Stay away from the Astra 120. Like I said, 3 out of the 5 are dead. When I examined it, I found out it's the LEDs going out on them. Once an LED burns out, it's usually a LED that burns out is usually a cheap, inexpensive LED. So they're using inexpensive cheap LEDs on their cob. One of them burns out, the whole light goes out, the fan stays going, and all three of them had the same thing. Once I completed the loop in the light, it worked again. So this I'm going to say stay away from, because their customer service is absolutely horrible, and the only guarantee you have with it is the 90-day guarantee that Amazon gives you if you buy it off Amazon. But if it doesn't break within 90 days, you're just SOL with this particular company. The most disappointing product I bought for the price in 2022, and that award would go to the Kessel A160WE Tuna Sun LED Aquarium Light. It goes to this. This is, for its price, extremely expensive for what you're getting. It's not as bright as some of the advertisements say it is. They say it's equal to 175 watt metal halide. It is not. The best color you can get out of it is a yellowish green all the way to a bluish color in your aquarium. I don't like that yellowish green look. Just never did like it. For the price, this is the winner. It just is too expensive for what you're getting. It's not as bright. In fact, I would use something like this probably on a 5-gallon, 10-gallon, 15-gallon. You can't use it on a 20-gallon because then you notice it's not enough light for a 20-gallon, really. You almost need two of them. Too expensive. Customer service is supposed to be wonderful, great, but, you know, the light's made in Thailand. It's not even made here in the U.S., and it's just too expensive for what you're getting. Very, very disappointed after watching all the reviews of how great and how bright it is. Well, my homemade project with the Ultra Brights far supersedes this light at a fraction of the cost. And the last but not least, what everybody's been waiting for, the product of the year that I bought goes to SEAOURA algae scraper for glass aquariums. This algae scraper is the best product I had. Flawless. You buy it, comes with razor blades. You can also, I did a video where you can insert a plastic like credit card into it with, just use a hole puncher, punch a couple holes in it, unscrew it. You can use a plastic credit card, or you can use razor blades. Flawless. It's heavy, stainless steel, probably 304 stainless steel, no rust, no rusting. It should last you a lifetime. I have these scrapers that are made out of plastic. They break. If you try to scrape hard something, they wind up bending on you and breaking. This thing is made like a tank. It is heavy duty stainless steel. It's got a knurled handle on it, and it all comes apart in case you want it all the way up to 25 inches for longer aquariums. And everybody needs a scraper for when you have those algae that just don't seem to want to come off, by doing it by hand or using a magnetic algae scraper. Okay, this thing will take off those real tough algae, zero problems. You're going to buy it once. I don't think you'll ever buy another one. You just have to buy razor blades for it or replace the plastic credit cards when they wear out. Other than that, great little project. So why didn't other products that I was giving or bought make the #1 list or are on the list itself? It's because over time there was always something that I found should have been R&D'd and fixed. There were little flaws, nothing that's going to make a big difference, but these flaws were still flaws that I found the hobbyist is going to soon learn if they buy these products. It could have even been coloring. You know, the colors weren't right. A lot of hobbyists have complained that why are these manufacturers making these colorful items and expecting to sell them in the United States? They're just losing money, and I have to agree with you. So these products did not make the cut because of one reason or another. It doesn't mean they weren't good, but there could have been some flaws that I noticed over time that caused them to not make the top of the line list. Not that I'm saying they're bad, there just was something wrong with them that I felt, like I said, color or little flaws that they should have been R&D'd a little bit better. And that was because I had them and used them for quite a while, and they did not make the cut because of that. Okay, anyhow, this is Dr. Novak. Until next time, happy fish keeping. Please subscribe so you can get more content like this. I hope this helped you so you can maybe buy something, stocking stuffer. Hey, there you go. Like the scraper, not expensive, great stocking stuffer to award yourself. And believe me, once you buy it, it's like, whoa, this is nice, nice. And it's perfect right out of the box. Nothing to worry about. Anyhow, please subscribe to my channel because the algorithm will then put me on top. Leave a like in there, all that garbage. You hear it all the time, I know. Because people want to get on the top so people view it. But this, I think, is a video that people should view and definitely want to view before the holidays come up. So until next time, this is Dr. Novak. Happy fish keeping.